Hello world, my name is Jenny and welcome to the newest episode of Jen's Poké Talk. This video will be a continuation of my favorite Pokemon so far in the franchise. Today, I will be talking about my favorite Pokemon from generations 3 and 4. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's begin. Blaziken was my real first starter Pokemon ever in my video games. I started with Torchic in Pokemon Sapphire in 2005, and I still have a strong attachment with Blaziken and her pre-evolutions ever since then. Torchic is such a sweet and hard worker. Combusken is power-packed by gaining the fighting typing and very reliable in battle. And Blaziken is loyal and just cool all around. I love them all. From Shy Ralts to Elegant Gardevoir, this Pokemon line won my heart ever since their appearance in the anime when Max bonded with a wild Ralts. I also loved using a Mega Gardevoir in Pokemon Alpha Sapphire against Wally in my first playthrough a while back. As Skitty, it's mischievous and adorable. As Delcatty, it gains access to a ton of attacks for Pokemon battles, and I love how it looks in appearance. It looks like a fancy and elegant cat, and for those who have been watching my videos for a while now, know that I love cats in real life and in the Pokemon world. Flygon is just a cool Pokemon. I love using one in my playthrough of Pokemon White 2, and I loved having a ground and dragon type fly me around the Unova region. Altaria was one of my original Pokemon partners in Pokemon Sapphire and Alpha Sapphire. I enjoyed raising it from a cute little Swablu, and using Mega Evolution with Altaria in Alpha Sapphire was fun in my first playthrough of the game. Plus, we both love singing. The elegant Milotic won my heart in the Pokemon anime so much that I decided to use one in my Pokemon Sapphire game. Although getting it to evolve with High Beauty is such a pain in the first 3 generations. But it's worse in Gen 4 because you have to use Poffins, and you can only find it in Mount Coronet. Absol is such a cool and brave Pokemon in the anime that I wanted to use one in my games. I love its sleek and cat-like appearance, and I also love how loyal it is to its trainer on and off the battlefield. I feel so bad that this poor Pokemon is blamed for disasters, even though it's only coming there to warn people or Pokemon of said disaster. That's so sad. As the mascot of my first Pokemon video game ever, Kyogre was the first legendary Pokemon that I ever wanted on my side. I love its aquatic and elegant looking design of a killer whale and a fish-like creature. I also like using one in Pokemon Alpha Sapphire in its primal form. It looks so awesome, and with its Origin Pulse attack. Although not a fire type, the proud and loyal Empoleon was my first starter Pokemon in my original playthrough of Pokemon Diamond on my Nintendo DS Lite. I loved Piplup from the Pokemon Diamond and Pearl anime, and when mine evolved into an Empoleon later on, I was very happy. And I also loved how I could truly depend on it. The cute Shinx into the fierce Luxray was really fun to battle with in my Pokemon Diamond game. I love how cool Luxray's design is and how loyal it was to me and its teammates. I was able to get one in Pokemon Diamond and Platinum for my playthroughs in those games. And boy, did it shock a lot of Pokemon. I love Baneri since it debuted in the Pokemon Diamond and Pearl anime as one of Dawn's Pokemon partners. Lopunny was also on my original team on my first playthrough of Pokemon Diamond. I remember naming her Sugar, mostly due to the song Sugar Sugar, Ooh Ooh Honey Honey playing in my head when I first caught this Pokemon as a Baneri. I love Lucario ever since I first saw it in the Pokemon Lucario and the Mystery of Mew movie. Riolu is such a cute and friendly Pokemon, and Lucario is a loyal ally anyone would be lucky to bond with. I also remember having one not only in Pokemon Diamond and Platinum, but also in my Pokemon X playthrough for the first time as a Mega Lucario. So cool. I love seeing Togepi in the original Pokemon anime with Misty. When a Togekiss bonded with Dawn in the Pokemon Diamond and Pearl anime, it won my heart. Togekiss is such a wonderful Pokemon and personality, and I had one in my original Platinum team. The awesome and powerful Pokemon God of Time, Dialga, was the mascot of my very first Pokemon game for the Nintendo DS, Pokemon Diamond. My own Dialga Diane got me through the Pokemon League, and I love the metallic blue and silver colors of this imposing force. It's just such a cool Pokemon. Finally, my favorite mythical Pokemon from this generation is Manaphy. I remember watching the Pokemon Ranger movie during my childhood and loving the bond between Manaphy and May so much that I decided to name my future one May. And this concludes part 2 of my favorite Pokemon from the franchise so far. Did you see one that you liked or didn't? Let me know in the comments below. And also don't forget to subscribe for future videos, as I have a ton of ideas that I want to share with all of you. So until next time, see ya!